The first carry for the rookie, it's Jordan Wilkins, 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles,
lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And their opener, Lion Ebron there, bringing it in from Andrew Luck. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed?
I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Steps away to his left. Finds a seam inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Lott. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Wilkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Right back to him on first down. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. On third down, it's Wilkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Love. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. And it's up and good. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the play. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and now it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to throw, Tannehill. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Here's Mack, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. A shotgun snap for Love. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Akeem Spence in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Dolphins getting set to go here. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is going to be stopped.
First drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Luck now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kiko Alonso coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this throw will be intercepted. picked off by Rashad Jones. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
Time to step aside. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Love. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Dolphins offense now works.
Points.
Tannehill on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. Reception return for a Colts TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go.
So that'll back him up 5. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An update from Buffalo. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. This is Wilkins. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kiko Alonso in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Luck now on second down. Ebron caught left side. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. On first down, Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Back to the air, Luck on second down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got his man Hilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Luck now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To the air again. Luck. And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with Wilkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They run again with Wilkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Luck. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for the... And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andrew Luck, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. They'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. Pulled in at the 24. Oh, good move by T.Y. Hilton. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way still up there, and the game's going to go on. In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Luck. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on football.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Colts on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it here with Wilkins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Wilkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he finds Stills, complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden. Try not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing again is Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quicker. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Frank Gore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Again, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 20. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So that throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Tannehill. Wilson snags it left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete here. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, and that'll bring up second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and that'll make it third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On the carry, it's Wilkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Luck now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They had some room to work. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Wilson. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll run them back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount.